Now, there's some fascinating benefits with raw milk and raw milk products that I want to talk about today. But if you ask someone, what is the most perfect food for an infant? I would imagine they would say breast milk, right? Because breast milk is something that's been created over a very long period of time as a survival thing. You can build a very healthy baby on breast milk. And if an infant is not fed breast milk, oh my gosh, their risk for all sorts of problems go way up. Sudden infant death syndrome, obesity, diabetes, allergies, and the list goes on and on and on. Our bodies were designed to start out on breast milk. So if breast milk is so good, why is cow's milk or goat's milk so bad? That's what I want to discuss. Well, I think it really has to do with the quality of milk, okay? Pasteurization. Now, I'm not saying that there wasn't outbreaks of certain diseases like TB and things long ago due to sanitation. But if you have a healthy environment for that cow and that cow is healthy, then what's really bad with milk? First thing is pasteurization. Well, you might want to say, we want to sterilize the milk to make it really healthy, to get rid of all the bacteria in this milk, this very unhealthy, pathogenic substance. Well, yes, heat kills bacteria, but it doesn't get rid of bacteria. When you're drinking pasteurized milk, you're drinking all the dead bacteria that's in it. But another thing that happens when they pasteurize the milk is they're killing all the enzymes, okay? Enzymes are proteins. There's over 2,500 different proteins in milk, okay? And they're altering and damaging those proteins. They're denaturing those proteins. And I'm talking about proteins that can help someone's immune system, like, for example, lactose-peroxidase, which is an antibacterial enzyme. That's destroyed when you pasteurize it. Lactoferrin, which is a protein that starves off pathogens from iron, okay? So when you have pasteurized milk, that's destroyed. The antibodies in milk are also destroyed. That is an immune benefit that you won't have. Also, lactase bacteria are destroyed. There are certain bacteria that make the enzyme to get rid of lactose, okay? And so those of us that have lactose intolerance, like myself, need lactase, which is the enzyme that breaks down lactose. And in raw milk, there's that enzyme, okay, from that bacteria. So raw milk has a lot of good bacteria that can help us. Now, there's also like 400 different types of fatty acids in raw milk that are destroyed when you homogenize the milk, okay? Homogenation is about breaking up the fat into small little particles that now you lose the function of that fatty acid because you're now mixing the cream with the other part and it won't separate. And I don't know about you, but my body craves the cream on raw milk. In fact, I could probably live on that cream. It's so delicious and it's so good for you. It has something called the Wilson factor. What is the Wilson factor? That's an anti-stiffness factor. And I'm not going to give you the long chemical name, but it's good for rheumatoid arthritis and stiffness because it's anti-inflammatory, especially stiffness in your wrists. Now, I do want to say that I don't drink raw milk. I actually consume raw milk products that are fermented, okay? Like raw milk cheese, which I love, by the way, kefir, and sometimes yogurt, but mainly kefir because it has a lot more friendly bacteria and friendly yeast. In raw milk products, there's a lot more bioavailable calcium and fat-soluble vitamins, all right? You also have this enzyme right here, alkaline phosphatase, which is anti-inflammatory. So way back early in the 1900s, there were all sorts of people using raw milk for cures for all sorts of things to help their ulcers, their GI problems, inflammation in the gut, to help with allergies, gout, gum disease, and even asthma. Now, you might say that raw milk is illegal in your state, but if you go to realmilk.com, there's actually, if I'm not mistaken, at least 43 states that you can get access to raw milk. And sometimes you have to do, and I'm not even sure what this is called, but I think it's some type of program where you're sharing the cow and you're getting a portion of that cow, which is milk. But anyway, you should check this out, realmilk.com. There's a lot of additional great data. And lastly, I want to just mention the difference between A1 and A2 milk. Okay, this has to do with the protein, casein in milk. If given the chance, get your milk from A2 cows, because A2 is a type of protein that has a lot less bloating, a lot less digestive inflammation. Unfortunately, the A1 protein type milk is more inflammatory, and you may find more GI problems. Now, if you have not seen my video on consuming kefir to help yourself sleep, I put that video up right here. Check it out.